What's up, techies? I've got a HD 720p cloud IP camera. This is a wireless camera video monitor or surveillance camera. These are actually becoming really popular, and so there's a lot of listings out there, and you kind of want to be careful which ones you get. So we're going to take a look at this one, get it set up, and kind of give you an idea of what to expect with this one. I'll also leave a link down below in the description if you want to pick this one up for yourself. The packaging is rather minimal, not much to it. So hopefully we'll have some more information about it later on once we get through the package. I do like how they have this pass sticker here, and that's just to ensure that it was not tampered with prior to you receiving it. First, we're greeted with a quick install guide. We'll take a look at that in just a second. We have a warranty card. We should be starting to get into some of the product itself. So we got our power source. We got an Ethernet cable. Looks like it's rather long. Antenna. Looks like we got some mounting brackets for this guy here. And then we got the camera itself, and that's all that it comes with. What's neat about this style camera is that it's got full rotation. It'll turn and also look up and down. So it's really cool, and you're gonna be able to control it with your app. These here are actually for night vision, so that's pretty cool that you can view everything at night. On the back end, we got our power source, your Ethernet. You can connect your security system to this camera. That's a really neat feature. You can install a micro SD card, and that's for recording. This is where we put our antenna. We got our function button and audio in and out. So we're going to take this little guard off so we can get the antenna on. And just basically twist right on. If you want to use the mounting bracket, it's pretty simple. You just kind of install it right here. It's almost like a tripod in a sense. You find the hole and then you just twist it on. If you have this on a wall, you can adjust the viewing angles and so forth. Kind of put it to where you want. And remember that you can rotate the head to where you need it to be positioned. So you just kind of position in the place that you need it, and then use an app that'll fix it to show you to rotate the head around. For my particular setup, I'm going to do a hardwired connection. With my wireless router, it doesn't actually accept the wireless capabilities without it actually being plugged in. So I'm going to actually use a wired connection. There is a way to do wireless. For this part of the video, I'm going to show you just the app that you're going to download. You can download this in the iOS App Store or the Android App Store, and just do a search for the MIPC. We'll install it. For this part, you're going to want to sign up or sign in if you already have an account. Once you get signed in, you're going to see this screen here. You're going to click here to add device. And what you're going to want to do is flip over the camera, and there's a QR code there, and you scan that code. And it gives you the number. Hit next. And this is where you're going to need to be connected to the internet. So go ahead and get yourself set up for that. I'm going to pause the video and get set up and show you the rest of the video. So this is my setup here. I got my power source in here. Here's my router. And I'm just going to connect all these. So you got your power source right here. Plug it into the back. And then position the camera where you want it. I'm just going to put it over here. Plug in the power. And then get your Ethernet cable, run it from your router to the back of your camera. Everything should power on its own. There's no power button or anything like that. And so let's try to see if this will connect now. I'm using my mobile app. It says waiting for a device to be online. Alright, so we see some lights start to come on. Alright, it's moving around, so that's a good sign that it's starting to work. Now there's a part here that says for an input password, show password, and all that kind of stuff, so we'll go ahead and input the password. The password is going to be located by the QR code, right by the ID, and so it's actually defaulted to admin, and you'll be able to change that in just a second. Alright, it says the device was added successfully, and this is where you're going to enter your new password. Alright, so we still got to connect to the Wi-Fi. So you're going to go to basically your Wi-Fi router, and I label mine as my website. A little marketing tip for you guys. And then you're going to put in the Wi-Fi password. Alright, everything is looking good. It says successful connections. And now we got our camera. So all you got to do is come up here to the top to access it. It should give us a live feed in just a second. Alright, so here we are. You can see the live feed right here. It's kind of pointed off in this direction. So what we can do, it's really cool, is just drag on the screen to rotate. It looks around, so you can position the camera where you want it, whether you want it to be in a static location, or if you just need to look around a room. So I'm going to actually position this down a little bit. Oh. So it's kind of like in inverted directions. Don't want to be looking at the ceiling fan for a security camera. So I'm going to tilt this on down, and you can see the rest of the room. So I'll move out of the way just a second. And that's what the rest of the room looks like. And that's one of the cool features that you can do with this camera. All right, to wrap up the video, let's just go over some of the menu options that you got here. So you got resolution, and you can really change it to be pretty small if you just need just the basic feed, but you can also bump it all the way up to 720p. You can change your password. You can make a guest password. You can add another device. So this app, you can run multiple cameras. So that's pretty cool. We got more settings here. We got sound and vibration. One of the cool things about this is that you got two-way communication. You can talk to the camera and the camera can talk to you. You can change your ringtone if you need to. You got buffer time. Just do default. You got a software version and the clear cache. While you're inside the camera view, you actually get some more options. You've got volume control. And this is where you can talk. I don't know if you can hear it on here, but you can actually kind of hear it down there. You can mute. So testing 1, 2. I can hear it on the speaker over there. So whoever's by the camera is going to be able to hear it. You can use it like as an intercom. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to turn that off so I don't get a really bad relay. You can take a picture. And that just kind of gives you a snapshot of whatever the current frame is. You can hit record. And you're going to have an SD card to be able to do that. Got some more adjustments here. And this is pretty neat. You can go by day or night. You can get some night vision. You got brightness, contrast, sharpness, saturation, all that kind of stuff there. And you can also adjust the resolution there as well. So I'm just going to hit reset, get it back to this default settings. Down at the bottom, we have our live view, which is what we're on right now. If you recorded anything, that's where you would access it. We also have some more settings. We have about, name, and you can change the name of the camera, get your password information, your network, get your OSD, which is basically your timestamp, your SD card. It'll show you what you got, how much space you have. While you're away from the camera, you do have motion detection, so that's pretty cool. Here's all your options for that. You can enable it. I'm going to disable it because I don't want a notification right now. But if you do want it enabled, you got some different options. You can also adjust the sensitivity during the day and the night. So if you want high sensitivity, meaning like if anything moves, a piece of dust moves, you're going to get a notification. The alarm action, you can set it to where it takes a snapshot, starts recording. Also your I/O output, and that's for your security system. And that's what that is here too. You can turn them on and off. So I'm actually going to turn it off because I don't want notifications at the moment. You can schedule recording, your date and time system. See what others is, your speaker, microphone, flip, power, frequency. You can also delete the device if you want to. And that's going to be pretty much it for the camera app. So it's pretty neat. You got a lot of different options that you can do with this. It's a really cool camera. I definitely recommend checking it out. I've used one like this before and it worked really well. I hope that you found that this video is helpful to you. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. This could be something that they might find useful. And until then, stay techie.